Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Bezrat Hashem, we are finishing off the week, Baruch Hashem, the mission tomorrow night at the yeshiva, with cholent, with eggs, with kishke, Baruch Hashem, beautiful, delicious cholent. Everybody was welcome here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Baruch Hashem, the Balet Tefillah was very good today. Should be successful. So the fifth Aliya starts. Today we're going to finish. Let's finish off with the Torah. The fifth Aliya starts about discussion. We're making a parochet. Parochet is what material that was used for covering the Mishkan. As we know, that Mishkan had silver walls, literally through and through, right? Wood that was silver plated. And the bases were 100% silver. It was all heavy, and the parochet, the entry was it was open. There was no doors. So what was covering the entry? That was the curtains, and also on top. On top there was also some sections that had to be covered in the Kodesh Kodashim. Okay, now Kodesh Kodashim, the holy of the holiest, was always covered. Outside of the holy, in the where the menorah was, never covered. So during the day, why? Because we shouldn't people say that the menorah was there for the Kohen to see how he walks in the dark. So he shouldn't walk in the dark. They put a menorah, but in reality, Hashem made it always uncovered, even during the day when the sun isn't bright. So the menorah was not the purpose of light for it to be visible. Now, so the Aliya discusses how to do the parochet, what was the material used. Okay, and there was a division. There were sections separating the holiest of holiest. Also, there was no doors. There was no doors in the Mishkan. Everything was solid walls, the Lego walls, right? The connections, the sections as they were. But once they put together, it was a solid walls. But in order to go through something, you had to go through a veil, like a curtain, not a real actual door. Like we had in the Beit HaMikdash, where you see the pictures of the Beit HaMikdash, real doors. The when Shlomo did it, it was bigger magnitude, and there was doors with a solid structure. Okay, now this is the fifth Aliya. The sixth Aliya starts by the Mizbeach. Now there was a Mizbeach structure, not like the Mizbeach of Shlomo HaMelech. Shlomo HaMelech's Mizbeach was about 16 amot tall, so it was 32 feet tall. Imagine yourself a 33-story building. That's how, and the 60 feet was the plank going up on the altar, on the altar, right? The mizbeach. That was the mizbeach of copper. I mean, that was the Shlomo Melech, was the mizbeach of stone. Over here, the sixth Aliya is telling us, "V'asita the mizbeach atzei shetim, 5 amot orech ו5 amot rochav." So the mizbeach was actually 15 feet by 15 feet. This was the in the Mishkan. It was a square 15 by 15, and it had a plank going up it. Okay, and 3 amot komato. It was 9 feet tall. In the Mishkan, it was 9 feet tall only. In the Shlomo HaMelech, it was 32 feet. Over here, it was 9 feet tall. Sorry, 3 amot komato, 6 feet. 3 times 2. So according to Chazon Ish, I'm telling you all the shittot. The biggest number. This way, it's gonna be, we just round it off without any difficulties. So it's 3 times 2. So it was 6 feet tall. So it all had to be made out of copper. That mizbeach was out of copper, obviously bigger value than the stone of Shlomo HaMelech that we made. But obviously Shlomo HaMelech was sacrificing million sacrifices every day almost, even not more. Okay. Now sounds like the mizbeach primarily was used for the tzibur, for the communal sacrifices. I mean, maybe we'll find out later that it was also personal sacrifices. Okay. Now, same thing. It says that the mizbeach, the altar, the shulchan, the table, the menorah, all those things had to be carried. So how were they carried? There was poles attached to it. Poles out of wood and plated gold was attached to it forever, permanent attachment. And actually, there's an issue the right to take them off. It'll be permanent; should not be shaky ever. So it was permanently attached for the transferring or for walking throughout the desert. That was the whole. That's the Aliya number 6. And number 7. And now, the seventh Aliya tells us the structure, the faces, where was the front, where was the back. It tells you, goes into the details. Specifically, we're not going to go there, but that's the seventh Aliya. The Torah, the end of Parshat, the Mishkan. Now, the good thing is you'll see in this parasha the main thing that we could learn for us, because we don't have unfortunately Mishkan, even though we could somehow contrast to our behavior these days. So the main thing that we take from this, in the Mishkan, there was not one time did they do anything on their own. As they were commanded, they did. Not one iota came from their own machshava. This is better, this way looks better, let's do it this way. No own personal ideas. As we understand, as we said yesterday, Mishkan was the kapara for atonement for the sin of a big sin of Egel HaZahav. So over there, specifically, the Jews kept everything, and the praiseworthy thing the Torah praises us, Ka'asher Tziva Moshe, Ka'asher Tziva Hashem. It's all about how they were commended, that's how they did it, and that's how we're supposed to live our lives. Every Jew, as we are commanded, we learn Torah, le'alacha, and B'ezrat Hashem, we should be successful. Shabbat Shalom.